Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. In the previous session we have discussed about the mole concept. What is meant by mole, and mole contain how many particles, and what is meant by molar mass, and what is meant by molar volume. What is meant by molar volume? 1 mole of any gas at STP condition that occupies 22.4 liter of volume, that is known as molar volume. And we have seen that 1 mole of any gas that should contains Avogadro's number of particles, or maybe atoms, or maybe ions. What is the value of Avogadro's number beta? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So that that much number of maybe atoms or ions or particles, they goes to be present, they goes to be exist in 1 mole of any respective substance. Okay, such informations we have seen in the last video class. Okay, fine beta. Now in this part 12th, in this part 11th video class, I am going to explain about another very important fundamental topic, that is nothing but the oxidation state, and also we can say that oxidation numbers. Okay na beta, right? And try to remember one more point. In 11th PUC and in 12th PUC, most of the chemistry chapters and most of the calculations, mathematical calculations, that depends on the concept is nothing but what nana, oxidation state. Okay na beta, yes, very important topic nana. Okay, so first of all in this class, let me explain first of all what is meant by oxidation state or oxidation number. Definition क्या हो सकता? After that, how to assign the, how to find the, how to calculate the oxidation numbers in various types of compounds. Okay now, that I am going to tell you on the basis of some rules. So let me explain first of all definition along with rules to assign the oxidation states of the elements, and also we can say that atoms. Okay now beta, right? Yeah, first of all I am going to say that definition पहले मैं बताता हूँ बेटा आपको. Yes, oxidation state. Okay, always I am going to use using some short word due to lack of time. Oxidation state, simply we can say that OS means oxidation state. So oxidation state of an atom, oxidation state of an atom, it must to be equals to the charge, the charge which is produced on the respective atom. So the charge may be produced due to by two reasons. Number one is the charge which is produced by donating of electrons, and sometimes the charge may be goes to be produced by, the topic is nothing but accepting of electrons. Accepting electrons. So due to by donating or accepting of electrons, maybe positive or maybe negative, some charge goes to be develops or arises or produces on the respective atom or element. Such charge is known as what beta? Oxidation state. You have to be focused on this word only. Okay, so what is meant by oxidation state? Once again, oxidation state is nothing but the charge of an atom which is produced by, which develops by, which arises due to donating of electrons or by gaining of electrons. By the donation of electrons, the arising charge is positive. By the gain of electrons, the arising charge is negative, maybe positive or maybe negative. The charge which goes to be produced, which goes to be produces on an atom, the charge is equals to the oxidation state. Okay na, good. Definition to hua, but for that definition I am going to give you now example. By seeing that example you will get the clarity now. Okay, first of all I am going to give you that sodium. Sodium belongs to which group? O1A group. Charge should be +1. The meaning of +1 is sodium is getting +1 charge by the donation of 1 electron. So donating tendency is 1 and it getting charge is nothing but +1. So we can say that sodium oxidation state is equals to +1. Next I am going to consider that magnesium. Magnesium is nothing but metal. Metals are electropositive. They have the tendency to lose the electron. But how many electrons it can lose? Magnesium belongs to second A group. It can lose 2 electrons due to electropositive nature. So the arising or producing charge upon magnesium is +2 because of it can donate only 2 electrons and it will achieve a octet configuration. Actually sodium contains 11 electrons. By the loss of 1 electron, it will become more stable, that is nothing but stable neon configuration. Once again magnesium contains 12 electrons. +2 means it donates 2 electrons. After the loss of 2, Mg plus 2 contains totally 10 electrons, means again it getting stable configuration. So is dunya mein, in this entire nature, most of the elements, and generally we have to say that atoms, sometimes they will lose the electron, sometimes they will gain the electron. Why they are losing and gaining? The reason is to got stable octet configuration. To achieve rich configuration, that is nothing but the stable octet configuration. Okay na beta? So to achieve rich octet, sodium and magnesium, they are losing electron. Sodium losing 1 electron. After donation of 1 electron, charge is +1. So oxidation state is +1. After donation of 2 electron, Mg charge is +2. Means we have to say that oxidation state is equals to the +2. Okay na beta? Good. Another example I am going to tell you. First suppose fluorine. Fluorine. Try to remember, all of you my dear students. I hope you know this point very well. In entire periodic table, which element contains maximum or more electronegativity? So the most electronegative element in the periodic table is fluorine. Yes or no beta? Highest electronegativity value, more tendency to withdraw the electrons. So fluorine can accept only 1 electron. More than this, it can't accept any electron, and it is not ready to lose the electron also. Because of more electronegativity means tendency to accept, only accepting, but it can accept only 1 electron. By the accepting of 1 electrons, by the gain of 1 electrons, fluorine contains the charge -1. Means we have to say that fluorine oxidation state is equals to the -1. Sir, why fluorine gets only 1 electron? Fluorine means atomic number 9. So what is the neon? 10. So to get neon stable configuration, it required only 1 electron. So by the gain of 1 electron, now fluorine contains the charge -1. So that is equals to the oxidation state. Another one, highest electronegative element is fluorine. And in entire periodic table, second highest more electronegative element. First highest fluorine. Second highest more electronegativity, that is possible for oxygen, but it can accept the charge only -2 because of oxygen atomic number is 8. So to get stable neon configuration, it required 2 nano. So oxygen has a tendency, which tendency? Gaining of electron tendency, it can gain 2 electron. By the gain of 2 electron, it will become a stable neon configuration. So by the gain of 2 electron, oxygen, on the surface of oxygen, it getting the charge is nothing but -2. So the charge upon atom, that is equals to -2. So we can say oxygen oxidation state is equal to -2. So once again, I am going to say the clear definition. The charge which is produced on the atom may be positive charges or may be negative charges. Positive charges are producing on the atoms by the donating of electrons. Negative charges are producing on the respective atoms by the gain of or accepting of electrons. So final definition is maybe positive charge or maybe negative charge. The charge which goes to be produced, which goes to be arises on an atom due to by donating or accepting of electrons, so charge is equals to the oxidation state. Definition along with examples, along with reasons I have given you clearly. Okay, fine beta. Now I am going to give you some rules. If you know these rules and regulation, whatever that may be the compound, 100% in that compound, for any element, you can calculate the oxidation state. So first of all, we should be very familiar about the rules, how to assign the oxidation state of the elements. So in that, I am going to tell first of all, रूल्स में पहले आपको रूल नंबर 1 बताना चाहता मैं इज ट्राई टू रिमेंबर रूल नंबर 1 इज ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट ऑफ an atom, oxidation state of an atom or element in uncombined state, in uncombined state. The meaning is nothing but in elementary state, and also we can say that in free state. In our own language ऐसे बोलना पड़ेगा. Okay, so oxidation state of an atom or element in uncombined state, and we have to say that in free state always it contain the oxidation state that is equals to the 0. Sir, can you say one example? Yes. So oxidation state of an atom, but condition is atom should be in uncombined state. H, that is in combined state, but H2 uncombined state. O, free atom, more reactive, that is combined state, but O2 less reactive, that is nothing but uncombined state. I hope you understand. Free nitrogen combined state, N2 uncombined state, like that nana. Most of the diatomic gases we have to be considered. Di, tri, tetra we also consider sakte, but condition is they should be in elementary form, they should be in uncombined form. So oxidation state of an atom in uncombined state must be equal to 0. First suppose example is I am going to say that hydrogen. So what is the oxidation state of H in H2? 0, because of H2 is uncombined form, free form. But H atom is okay na combined form. H2 is uncombined, free form. Okay na beta. Next one is nothing but we can say that O2. Next one we can say that N2. Next one Cl2, and we can say that Br2. And also we can say that ozone. Ozone formula is O3, free form, uncombined form. Okay, next one is phosphorus. What is the phosphorus? P4. And also we can say that sulfur, that is nothing but S8. All these are nothing but the uncombined forms, elementary forms. In this all elementary forms, whatever that may be the atom, whatever that may be the element, that should contain oxidation state is equals to the 0. I hope you understand this. So what is the oxidation state of oxygen atom in ozone? 0. What is the oxidation state of nitrogen atom in N2 molecule? 0. What is the oxidation state of sulfur in S8 molecule? 0. Because of all these forms, they are in uncombined form. Next one is rule number 2. Oxidation state of an ion that is equals to its charge. That example I have given to you. Sodium charge plus 1, oxidation state plus 1, oxygen charge minus 2, oxidation state minus 2. So the charge that is equals to its oxidation state. I have given so many examples. Even though I want to give you another 2 examples. First suppose aluminium. Aluminium belongs to third A group, so valence electrons are 3. So यहाँ पर charge is nothing but plus 3. Aluminium charge is plus 3 means aluminium oxidation state equal to plus 3 means oxidation state of an ion that is equals to the charge. Clear Nana? Yes, one more is nothing but nitrogen. N2 charge is 0, but individually I am taking N atom. So one nitrogen contain the charge is minus 3 because of nitrogen atomic number is 7. And nitrogen also contains third most electronegativity. It has a tendency to gain the electron. 7 already it contains, by the gain of 3 electron it becomes 10. 10 means stable neon configuration. So nitrogen charge is nothing but minus 3, so we can say its oxidation state is nothing but minus 3. So the charge on ion may be positive or negative, that is equals to the oxidation state. I have told you up to now so many times. Next one is, so one general formula I am going to give you for the calculation of, for the determination of oxidation state. Same like formula I have given in the case of valency. How to calculate valency? Valency is equals to group number, and one more formula is there, 8 minus group number. But conditions are applicable from 1A to 4A, from 5A to 7A. I have told you in the valency. But here, how to calculate the oxidation state. So generally we have to say that, generally we can decide the oxidation state by using this formula. The formula is nothing but oxidation state is equals to group number. This formula we have to be applied only for first 4 groups, means 1A group, 2A group, 3A group, 4A group. After 4A means from 5th A to 7th A group, Nana. So oxidation state is equals to the group number minus 8, Nana. Group number minus 8. This formula we have to be used for 5A group, 6A group, 7A group. For the 3 groups we have to be apply this formula. 5A, 6A and 7A groups. For these groups we have to be use the formula is oxidation state is equals to group number minus 8. Sir, how? First suppose oxidation state equal to group number. Sodium 1A group, group number is 1, oxidation state is 1. Magnesium 2A group in the, okay, now first rule is applicable. Magnesium 2A group, group number 2, oxidation state is 2, like this. Aluminum third group is first rule is applicable. Group number 3, oxidation state is 3, like this manner. Okay, second formula I am going to apply. Oxidation state equal to group number minus 8. Nitrogen, which group? Group 5A group. Nitrogen present in 5A group. So group number 5 minus 8. So nitrogen contain minus 3. Oxygen belongs to 6A group. Group number is 6 minus 8. Nothing but oxygen should contain minus 2, like this. Okay, na beta. And fluorine belongs to 7A group. Okay, 7 minus 8. So fluorine contain minus 1. I hope you understand these formulas clearly. Okay, fine. समझे ना बेटा? Very important formulas. Okay, good. Next rule I am going to give you, that is nothing but the one A to 4A okay, 5A to 7A is also okay. But what about D block and what about F block and what about zero group? So let me explain first of all zero group. Zero group elements O dot S dot means oxidation state. Zero group elements oxidation state OS equals to the 0, because of zero group elements they are having stable octet configuration in their outermost orbit. They are having 8 valency electron, that is a rich and stable configuration. They are neither ready to lose nor ready to gain the electrons, neither positive nor negative. So zero charge, we have to say that oxidation state is 0. I hope you understand. Good. So next one. So we can say that what? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, all they are nothing but the zero group elements, or we can say noble gases. Their oxidation state must be equals to 0. Fine. Next one is in 1A group, Nana, especially S block, in the 2 groups are there, 1A group and 2A group. So 1A group means what? Alkali metals, as you may have studied in lower classes. 1A group metals are nothing but the alkali metals. So first of all I am going to write that alkali metals, and also we can say that 1A group metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So 1A group metals means we can say that alkali metals, their oxidation state must be equals to +1, because of all alkali metals they are having the outermost electronic configuration NS1, means they can easily lose the outermost 1 electron. By the loss of 1 electron they will get the charges +1. Okay, so what are the examples of 1A group elements, beta? Yes, all examples I can't show here. Okay, now for all the groups, just 1A group very important, that's why I am showing you. Lithium contain +1, sodium contain +1, potassium contain +1, rubidium contain +1, cesium contain +1. All they contains +1 oxidation state. Next one is, I want to tell you, that is nothing but the 2A group. What is meant by 2A group? 2A groups are nothing but the alkaline earth metals. Which metals, beta? Alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals, and also we can say that 2A group, they are also belongs to S block. S block contain 2 group, 1A group and 2A group. 1A group contain +1 and 2A group means alkaline earth metals. They contain the oxidation state is +2 because of Their outermost electronic configuration is NH2 by the loss of 2 electrons. They're having the oxidation number is +2. So what are the 2A group elements? So we can say that is nothing but the beryllium, Be contain +2. Next one is magnesium, Mg contain +2. Next one is calcium, Ca contain +2. Next one is strontium, barium. All they are having +2 oxidation states. Okay, good. So next point I am going to tell that S block elements clear, and in P block 0 is also clear. And what about other P block elements? So actually in that P block so many groups are there, means 3A group, 4A group, 5A group, 6A group, 7A group and 0 group. Total 6 groups are there. 0 group they contain 0, but what about other? 3A group contain +3, 4A group contain +4 and 5A group contain like that manner. So different groups, they exhibit different oxidation states. So all groups and their oxidation states I can't show you now. If you want to apply, you can apply this formula. First suppose nitrogen group 15 group, okay, phosphorus, which group? Nitrogen, phosphorus both are nothing but the 5A group. So 5 minus 8 we can say that -3, like that you decide yourself. Okay na? But so try to remember P block elements in that 6 groups are there. 0 group contains 0, remaining also 5 groups are there, but in that so many elements are there. So they shows number of different types of oxidation states. That's why we have to say that P block elements, they shows variable oxidation states, means different types of number of oxidation states we can see now. And go for next one is I'm going to show you that is nothing but the D block elements. So what about D block elements? Yes, A and B important aapko. D block elements again in that 3D series, 4D series, 5D series, 6D series, different series of elements are there. And okay, every series contain nearby 10 elements. And they shows various types of oxidation state, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 8 nana. So many types of oxidation states are there na beta. Okay, so we have to say that D block elements, they also exhibits, they shows what nana? Variable oxidation states. But try to remember, of course D block elements, they shows variable oxidation states, but the most common oxidation state is +2, means mostly all D block elements, they shows +2 oxidation state commonly, and that should be nearby in stable form. So I want to say that D block elements, they shows variable types of oxidation states, but the most common and stable oxidation state is equals to the +2. A rule apne ko apply kar lo beta. Next one is last one, I am going to say that F block elements. Sir, what about F block elements? F block elements is here also 2 series are there. One is lanthanides, one more is actinides. About this all elements we are going to be discussing PUC level na. You don't worry about that. Clear description, clear picture I am going to show you. Okay na? But just I am okay na telling you how to assign the oxidation state overall for all the elements. Yes, F block elements is here 2 series, 4F series and 5F series, lanthanides and actinides. Naam to sune honge? Yes. And they are also going to be exhibit around 28 elements are there. They shows variable oxidation states, number of oxidation states. Yeah, they shows number of oxidation states and variable oxidation states, okay, but F block elements, they are also having one common and stable oxidation state, that is equals to the +3. 1A group contain +1, 2A group contain +2, 0 group contain 0 oxidation state. P block elements, they shows variable, no more particular common. D block element shows okay now variable, F block element shows variable. But for D block, common is +2, Mn +2, Ni +2, Zinc +2, scandium +2, nickel +2. Like that we can write number of examples. Good. F block elements, they shows variable. In that common example is +3. Lanthanum +3, cerium +3, lutetium +3, like that you can write the examples. Thorium +3, like that man. I hope you understand. Yeah. So next rule is all this okay now completely about the all types of S block, P block, D block oxidation states we have written in 4th rule. Next one is I want to set the oxidation states of 3 very special elements. One is hydrogen, one more is oxygen, one more is fluorine. Both important, very important. Yes. So let me explain first of all about the hydrogen. General oxidation state of hydrogen, H is equals to +1, hydrogen atomic number 1, electronic configuration 1 is 1. By the loss of 1 electron, it will get the charges +1. So what is the general oxidation state of hydrogen? +1. And one more is hydrogen, it can get -1 oxidation state also. Generally we will think H contain +1, khatam. Okay, fine. But one special case is there. The case is metal hydrides. In case of metal hydrides, hydrogen contains -1 oxidation state. So general oxidation state of hydrogen is what? +1. But in metal hydrides, this condition is applied. Oxidation state of hydrogen is equals to the -1. So general oxidation state is equal to +1, but in metal hydrides, oxidation state of hydrogen equals to -1. Sir, how? ये तो आपको मालूम बेटा, but I will show you this variation. Okay. Example is, what is the formula of sodium hydride? NaH. Sodium hydride. Sodium is what? Metal. Okay, metal hydride. Sodium always contains +1 charge. Yes or no? Okay. If sodium contain the charge is +1, what is mean by +1? It has a tendency to lose 1 electron. Okay, now if A is ready to lose A, B should be gain 1 electron. Sodium losing 1 electron, charge is +1. Hydrogen should get 1 electron, so the charge is nothing but -1. So what is the oxidation state of hydrogen? -1, in which case metal hydrides. But generally hydrogen contains what, Nana? +1. Water molecule, hydrogen is there, hydrogen contain +1. In methane, hydrogens are there, hydrogen contain +1. Whatever that may be, hydrogen charge should be +1. But only in case of metal hydrides, hydrogen contain -1. Example is sodium hydride. Sodium contain +1 charge and hydrogen contain -1 oxidation state. I hope you understand. Another two rules are there, Nana. Okay. Oxygen. About oxygen, I am going to show you now. General oxidation state of oxygen atom. Oxygen atom. So what is the charge? -2. Just now I have told you. Oxygen is nothing but 6 group. So group number -8. 6 minus 8. So the charge is nothing but -2, Nana. So what is the general oxidation state of oxygen? -2. Generally -2. But it shows some specialities, some exceptions. So what are the compounds we have to be discussed, Nana? Yes, I am going to show that. But in peroxides, what is the formula of peroxide? I am going to give you one formula. First, suppose that is nothing but the sodium peroxide. What, Nana? Sodium peroxide. What is the formula of sodium peroxide? Na2O2. Na2O2. Okay, how many sodiums are there? 2 sodiums are there. Na bonded to O, O bonded to Na. Na2O2, sodium peroxide. Sodium always contain +1. Okay, sodium contain +1 means oxygen contain -1. Again, sodium contain +1 means oxygen contain -1. So this is called peroxy-oxygen. So general oxidation state is -2, but in peroxide compounds, both the oxygens, they contain oxidation state is equals to the -1. I hope you understand. Next one is one more compound I am going to show you. In superoxides, is one superoxide formula I am going to tell you. First, suppose that is nothing but the potassium superoxide. Potassium superoxide formula is KO2. Potassium superoxide. Again, sodium potassium first group. Potassium charge is nothing but what? No, +1. If potassium contain +1, oxygen contains -1. But -1 shared by how many oxygen? 2 oxygen. So we can say that oxidation state of oxygen is -half. Once again, in general oxidation state is -2, but in case of peroxides -1, and in case of superoxides -half. And one more compound, in the compound is nothing but OF2. Which compound? OF2. Fluorine always contains -1 because of more electronegativity. But how many fluorines are there? 2 fluorines are there. Means we can write what? -2. If fluorine F2 contains -2, means oxygen contains +2. So in this OF2 compound, oxygen oxidation state is what, Nana? +2. Next I am going to tell that in O2F2. In O2F2 compound, again 1 fluorine contains -1. 2 fluorine means -2. If F2 contains -2, O2 should contain +2. Okay. O2 contains +2, but 1 oxygen contains 2 by 2. So answer is nothing but what, Nana? +1. Okay, all of you. So answer. General oxidation state of oxygen is -2. But in case of peroxides, -1. In case of superoxides, -half. In OF2 compound, oxygen contains +2. In O2F2 compound, oxygen contains +1 oxidation state. General is -2. These 4 are the special cases of oxidation states of oxygen. Okay, fine. Last rule I am going to tell you. That is nothing but the general oxidation state of halogens. What is mean by halogens? Halogens are nothing but the group 7 or 7A group elements. So what is the formula? Group number -8 means 7 - 8. You will get the charge is nothing but what? -1 oxidation state. So what is the general oxidation state of halogens? -1. Okay, and what are the halogens are there? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. That is radioactive limit, Nana. So fluorine contains more electronegativity, so it contains the charge only -1 oxidation state because of fluorine contains more electronegativity. That's why it contains only -1 charge. Remaining chlorine, bromine, iodine, it contains -1 oxidation state. Along with -1, they contains +1, +3, +5, +7. Once again, generally all halogens they shows -1 oxidation state because of 7 group means 7 - 8 -1. But fluorine contain only -1 due to more electronegativity, more gaining tendency. Remaining chlorine, bromine, iodine, they shows generally -1, but along with -1 they can shows +1, +3, +5, +7. Sir, how? So for this 4, in tomorrow's class, I will give you 4 different examples. In that examples, how this element showing 1, 3, 5, 7, I will show you. Okay, na? Good. So next one is nothing but I am going to tell that last one. In entire periodic table, what is the highest oxidation state value? What is the highest oxidation number? So in entire periodic table, highest oxidation state, and also we can say that highest oxidation number, that is equals to the +8. What, Nana? +8. More than this, no, okay, na, no one element, okay, can show the what, Nana, highest oxidation state. So what is the highest oxidation state in the entire periodic table? +8 value. It was exhibited by 3 elements. One is nothing but ruthenium, one more is osmium, one more is xenon. How? First, suppose I want to tell that XeO4 means xenon tetraoxide. Generally oxygen contain -2, but here how many oxygens are there? 4 oxygens are there. One oxygen contain -2, but here 4 oxygens are there. So 4 into -2 means -8. If oxygen contain -8, so we have to say that xenon contain +8. Like that I have to told you. So ruthenium +8, osmium +8, xenon +8. But ruthenium +8 is little bit unstable form. Remaining 2 are the stable forms. But whatever that may be, you can remember the answer. So highest oxidation state value is +8 in entire periodic table exhibited by ruthenium, osmium and xenon. ruthenium, osmium and xenon. These three elements, they shows higher oxidation state value plus 8 in their oxide form. XeO4 means xenon tetraoxide, osmium tetraoxide, like that you can take nana as you wish. Anyway, so how many elements are there? 3 elements. They shows higher value plus 8 nana. Again, further more information we will discuss in next class. And some more extra information, okay, now with special cases, with number of examples. In that examples, which element contain how much charge, I mean oxidation state, with number of examples we are going to be discussing tomorrow's class. But in tomorrow's class we are going to calculate so many examples na beta. So to calculate that all 100%, you should be, before that you should be very familiar about all the rules, how to assign the oxidation states. What I have given, you should be very familiar about all these rules nana. So once again try to revise all clearly and try to make short notes. Okay na beta. So we will meet in next class. In that class we are going to calculate the oxidation states of the different elements in the respective given compounds.